Hey guys, it is me, Jeanette, aka SweetJeann, and this is just a random video that I'm making. I just had a CT scan done because I've been having some pain on my right side, below my rib cage, like I'd say towards the bottom of my lung, my right lung, kind of radiating towards the back, towards my kidney, and radiating towards the front, near my intestines, and a little bit down towards like where the top of your pants would hit. So right in this area right here under my, right there. So I've been off of chemo for, I'm getting emotional. I've been off of chemo for going on 6 weeks because my bone marrow is very weak and it's not working properly, so I'm not producing enough white blood cells and red blood cells and platelets to fight off any infection or to help combat chemotherapy. Those are fireworks. So that's the reason why I stopped the chemos, because my body isn't healthy enough to fight it off, because chemo essentially is poison, And I was a little nervous being off the chemo that long, but my doctor said, my body isn't healthy enough, strong enough to take on the chemo. What is it called? Not that myself, that I'm weak, but my body itself isn't working at a, it has to be working at a certain percentage or higher. And so I started having this pain about 4 or 5 days ago. It was really bad at the beginning. Every breath I took, that pain, like my right lung was felt bad. It felt sore. It felt like I got punched and my lung was bruised. Anyways, so I had an appointment with her on Monday, and then she set up the CT scan. So I came in today, which today is the 30th, and Wednesday, I think so. So this is a new place that I've never gone to, because they wanted to get me in within a week, and they had something today at 3, so I came in. And I've been diagnosed with cancer for 4 years and 9 months. I get a scan or CT scan or MRI scan every 3 to 4 months. In that time, I always get scans every 3 to 4 months in the 4 years and 9 months that I've had cancer. I've never been asked to go back out and wait into the lobby, because the radiologist can't give me results, or the technician can't give me results. The results have to go to the requesting physician who ordered them, and then they will give me results, and they'll compare it to the ones I had previous to see if there's any changes. So anyways, the technician who did my scan, he said, stay there for a little bit. I need to tell the doctor, the radiologist. And I said, okay. So I laid there and I waited just in case the radiologist or the doctor says, do this additional scan or do this additional scan before she leaves. Like if there was something that looked abnormal. So then he comes back, the technician, and he says, okay, we I'm gonna, you know, put this all together, and the doctor's looking at it. So if you can go ahead and get your stuff, and I'll have you wait in the waiting room, and then I'll come talk to you in a little bit, or the doctor will come talk to you in a little bit. So I said, okay. So I'm sitting there in the waiting room, and I keep telling myself, no big deal, no big deal, no big deal. And then all of a sudden I got anxiety. I got anxious, and I felt like I couldn't breathe, because obviously they saw something, and they thought it was important enough for me not to let me leave yet. And I start thinking the worst. I start thinking like they saw something, and I don't know what it could be, but it's something. It has to be something. Like I said, I've never been asked to wait after my CT scans, and I get them a few times a year, quite a few times a year, and they always say, okay, bye, you know. Anyhow, so the guy comes back out, and he says, you know, the pathologist is writing up the report. He's sending it over to your oncologist. So just have your phone on you, and, you know, I'm sure they have your number, so they may be calling you, or, but you can go ahead and go. If your oncologist needs to talk to you, you know that they'll call you. So in my mind, I'm thinking they obviously found something, and they're writing up the report, and they're sending it to my doctor, and it's not their job to tell me, it's the oncologist. So I'm waiting on a call from them. I can't help but to be very anxious and nervous and scared. And I know I overreact sometimes, but I can't help that. That's the way my body functions. I can't not be nervous. I can't not be anxious. I cannot have anxiety. It just, people are easier with information like this. And they're like, okay, well, there's nothing I can do, but wait, so why be sad? Why be upset? Why cry? It's just wasted tears, but I can't help it. So if my doctor doesn't call me, I don't even know what time it is. If my doctor doesn't call me, God, what time is it? It's gonna be 4. So my doctor doesn't call me by 4:30. I'm gonna call them, because I don't want the day to be over, and I don't know if they work tomorrow or not, or if they work half a day, or I don't know. And I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know whether I should wait to know till after the New Year's, and try to have a good New Year's, or if it's something that I should know right away. And I don't know. But what I'm hoping and praying to God, that what it is that maybe this place isn't used to seeing all the things that I already have. Like, I have cancer in my breast, in my lymph nodes, in my lungs, small little areas or spots in my lungs. I have it in my liver. I have a fatty liver and cirrhosis of the liver. I have spots or some cancerous little tumors on the abdominal lining. And I also have cancer in my bones. So throughout my bones, it lights up under an MRI or CT scan. So maybe they see that, and they're like, oh my goodness, you know, she has this, and this, it's showing up. We need to let her doctor know. And maybe it's like my doctor will look at it and be like, oh no, she always, that's normal for her, that's typical for her. So I'm hoping and praying, because since, like I said, this is a new place here, I'm hoping and praying that they're seeing something, and they're being like, oh my gosh, but really it's something that I've already known about. So I'm hoping and praying that that's what that is. So if you see this video within the next 30 minutes that it's posted, please, 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 I pray and ask that you get down on your knees. I know it's a lot to ask for, but if you can get down on your knees and just say a really quick prayer for me, that's what it is. It's something that they're not used to seeing here, but something that I've already known about, or my doctor knows about, and that it's nothing really new or nothing really that bad. So I'm going to end this video. So I'm going to put it up. And I'm going to call my best friend. Because I don't want to call my mom, and I don't want to call my son, and they don't usually look at my videos right away or at all. But I do want to call my best friend and let them know. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. And this is just part of my journey of living with terminal cancer and the anxieties and everything else that goes into it. So I'll talk to you guys later, please. If you pray for me. Send me good vibes, some good juju. I will see you in the next video.